You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. Evelyn Garcia claimed she was the sole caregiver for the plaintiff's father and was fired without pay. Angie Miller says Ms. Garcia was ousted for having a sexual relationship with her elderly dad. The defendant is countersuing in the amount of $675.
Okay. Ms. Garcia, you are suing Ms. Miller for $2,700 because, according to you, she breached her contract of employment with you and didn't pay you, and you are counterclaiming against her $675 in medical bills. Let me hear from you first, Ms. Garcia.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. I'm the caregiver of the defendant's elderly father.
You were the caregiver.
Correct.
Okay. How long were you caregiving for him?
6 months, and then I was fired, like, immediately for no reason at all.
No reason at all? Why'd you fire her?
I fired her, Your Honor, because she, in my opinion, broke our contract, and she had an interpersonal and sexual relationship with my father, which is completely out of line.
How old's your father?
He's 74 years old.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
So how did you get wind that she was sleeping with your father?
So I was over at my father's house, which, again, I do visit him. We live in the same town, and he was having some issues with confusion. He was having some groin pain, and it reminded me of when he had a UTI in the past. So we took him to the ER, and it turns out it wasn't a UTI, but he did come back with an STD. And that was immediately a red flag to me, and he told me up front that it was her.
And you don't deny that. You agree that. How did this happen?
I was going through a horrible, traumatic divorce at the time, and Doug, her father, was also very, very lonely. So it was a time that we were comforting each other. He was really taking care of me almost, and I was taking care of him. It's love. It's not a fling. It's not something that's a one-night stand. Him and I are like soulmates, is how I feel.
Coming up.
I know that this wasn't professional. It was two consenting adults, but it's not professional. The question is, does that entitle you to 2 weeks of free work on her part? That's the question.
Closed captioning provided by...
Don't let congestion take over. Afrin No Trip. Wow, ridiculously fast nasal congestion relief. The wow is real.
And now, try new drug-free Afrin Saline.
Your dog is sick of being trapped inside by your weed killer. So, he's taking matters into his own paws with Spruce, the weed killer that's safe for use around people and pets that kills weeds in 1 day. Spruce, pet-friendly, weed-deadly.
You're watching Justice for the People.
If you're living with HIV, do chase a dream. Do consider how you stay undetectable. Do learn what's different about Dovato. Dovato is a complete HIV treatment for some people. Do find out how many medicines are in your pill. Most HIV pills contain 3 or 4 medicines. Dovato is as effective with just 2. No other complete HIV pill contains fewer medicines than Dovato.
It is unknown if Dovato is safe and effective if you have HIV and hepatitis B. If you have Hep B, don't stop Dovato without talking to your doctor, as it may get worse or harder to treat. Don't take Dovato if you're allergic to its ingredients or taking Defitelide due to serious or life-threatening side effects. If you have a rash or allergic reaction symptoms, stop Dovato and get medical help right away. Other serious or life-threatening side effects include severe liver problems and lactic acid buildup. If you're female or obese, you may be more at risk. Tell your doctor about your medicines or supplements, medical conditions, liver or kidney problems, pregnancy, breastfeeding, or planned pregnancy.
Do move forward. Do ask your doctor about fewer medicines. Do Dovato.
Imagine if Fresh Sheet Day could become Fresh Sheet Week. With Downy April Fresh, you can climb into more freshness, night after night for up to 7 days. Downy breathes life into your laundry.
Why wait to save 50% on a Jitterbug Flip? It's easy to use and comes with plans as low as $14.99 a month. Call 1-800-401-8100 today. The Flip has big buttons for easy dialing, one-touch speed dial for quick access. Plus, you can add urgent response for help in emergencies. So why wait? Call 1-800-401-8100 now and get 50% off for a limited time. Plans start at just $14.99 a month.
1 sheet of Bounty versus 1 sheet of the competitive brand. 1 sheet of Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Get more done with 1. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Before you try drastic measures, try new Olay Regenerist, upgraded with triple collagen peptides to strengthen cellular bonds from within. For firmer, lifted, more radiant skin. Only Olay.
These days, I feel more confident and connected, all thanks to Clear Captions. It's given me my independence back.
Clear Captions is a phone captioning service that displays your caller's words, so you can read and listen at the same time, and is provided at no cost through a federally managed program.
My mom has always been independent, but when her hearing got worse, she started avoiding phone calls, and I worried about her. Now, thanks to Clear Captions, she can read every call and never miss a word. The best part? I don't have to worry like I used to. Hi, Mom. Should I bring over dinner?
Clear Captions gave me the confidence I needed.
Call 1-800-379-1941 to see if you qualify.
There is no cost to you. Get Clear Captions now.
If you're like me, staying connected to friends and family is so important. Clear Captions allows me to keep my relationships going strong.
Clear Captions is a phone captioning service that displays your caller's words, so you can read and listen at the same time, and is provided at no cost through a federally managed program.
For years, I talked to my best friend Carol every night. I looked forward to our calls until I started missing words. Now, thanks to Clear Captions, I can read our phone calls and I don't miss a thing. Carol and I are back to our nightly calls again.
Lisa, it's so good to talk again.
Clear Captions gave me the confidence to talk on the phone again. Why wait? Clear Captions came to my home to set up the phone and showed me how to use it. It was easy.
Call 1-800-379-1941 to see if you qualify.
Clear Caption service is provided at no cost through a federally managed program. Call today.
1-800-379-1941.
Get Clear Captions now.
You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a dispute between Evelyn Garcia and Angie Miller over unpaid wages.
Is he seeing anybody else?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor. Honestly, I wasn't aware that he was still seeing the plaintiff. I called her as soon as we found out about the STD. My father was sitting there in the doctor's office, and I fired her and told her to never see my father again.
Right,
so.
but do you have the authority to tell two people that they can't see each other?
I don't, Your Honor, but in the time that I was paying her, Your Honor, I feel that that was a breach of our contract, and that is why
so let's talk about that. The amount in question, the $2,700, is payment for the what? The last 2 weeks?
The last 2 weeks, Your Honor, and I do have a signed contract.
She did come into work. She just provided more than the services you anticipated. So tell me why she shouldn't get paid.
Yes, so in our contract on the 4th clause where it says confidentiality and professional conduct, it says that they must maintain a professional and respectful relationship with the care recipient at all times. And I believe, Your Honor, that this is not a professional relationship. And along with the medical diagnosis, I don't think that it's respectful either.
Let me see your copy of the contract.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the same one. Professional and respectful relationship with the care recipient at all times.
At all times means
Yeah. I know what at all times means, and I know what professional means. And I know that this wasn't professional. It was two consenting adults, but it's not professional. The question is, does that entitle you to 2 weeks of free work on her part? That's the question. It's not, is it professional? You fired her, you have every right to fire her because she was unprofessional. Fine. The question is, does that go a step further, which is what you're asking me to do, and have 2 free weeks of work? I very firmly believe I start off these cases under the premise that if I work for 2 weeks, I'm getting paid.
Judge Milian's verdict when Justice for the People returns. Promotional consideration provided by...
If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with the Humana Medicare Advantage Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan.
These plans have a $0 monthly plan premium. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance. Get over $1,000 a year. That's $85 a month to help pay for covered over-the-counter items, like vitamins, pain relievers, first aid supplies, and more.
The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month. And whatever you don't spend
carries over from each month. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now and ask about a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. So call now. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Millian.
On your lawsuit against her for the $2,700 in fees that you are owed for working, I am finding in your favor. In your lawsuit against her for the $675 in medical bills, I am finding in your favor. Therefore, the net judgment is in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $2,025. Now, I know you're a really good daughter. I know that you're watching out for him, and I know that you care about him, and he knows that too, but you also have to understand the limitations of your authority. So I imagine you're going to walk out that door and pick up the phone and call your father and start screaming at him. Take a breath before you do that. Give yourself tonight to think about it, to think about whether you're emasculating him, whether you're trying to make him into one of your children, because he's not. You understand that, right?
I do, Your Honor. I just feel
Good luck with that, because it's not going to be easy. So it's $2,025 net judgment verdict for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Millian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $2,025.
Any last remarks for each other?
Get used to me being around your father.
We'll see if it lasts.
Okay. Exit this way, please. Make sure you grab all of your belongings.